This is Wayne Smith of Script Kiddies going through a CPXVI second round Windows Server machine for the AFA network. With forensics, we had to update Notepad++ and list the certain vulnerabilities covered in this patch. I'm going to cover these vulnerabilities because, if people get in through these vulnerabilities through Notepad++ because it was not updated, they could install malware or potentially steal sensitive data. Which these patches covered the CVE 2023 to 40,031 and so on. And for the user section, having an unauthorized user on the machine could mean they could steal sensitive data, launch malware, DDoS the server, take it down, which DDoS is a denial of service, or they could potentially gain full control of the server. And also with compliance, every user needs the correct regulations and privileges. So if I'm just an employee and I just need to work on this one thing, I should not have access to everything else and this one thing. I should only have access to the thing I need to work on. So we removed unauthorized users, long thing, and cabbage merchant. And then the user, May, was set to admin when she should not have been. So she had access to everything and everything, being admin, which is not good because what if she accidentally installs something that's malicious? She's privileges to install anything she wanted, do anything she wanted, which is not good. She needs to have only what she needs to do the job. And also, we created the proper group, order of the White Lotus, and added the correct users who have access to that group and what files they needed. And the user Longshot did not have a password set, so I went and set him a password, which he'll need to change on his next login. The password is a first offense to an account. And if I brute force somebody's password, I get in that account access to everything. Especially being with admin accounts, everyone on the machine needs a secure password. I went through and set password policies. Here's the account policies. The length of the password history should be kept for at least 90 days. So it'll prevent people trying to reuse the same password. So if the user wants to, it's time to change your password, she's going to try and set it to the same one. Because people are human. They're going to try and do that so they can remember it. Same password's not secure. You want to change that at least every 90 days. It was also make it easier to detect and respond to password breaches. And then with file sharing, we have the audit detailed file share audited for the failures. So every time someone is trying to log in to the detailed file share, they cannot. Or if they, if I'm trying to log into the file share and I mess up and it's a failure, I'm not successful in logging in, it's going to send a notification to our team or your team letting you know this happened. And then you can go through, look at it more, like, oh, it's just Mandy trying to log in and mess up the password. Or maybe it was a hacker trying to hack into the detailed file share. And, of course, they don't have the password and they messed up. So now we are aware of that. And then we turn off the C drive file share, which is the drive that has everything stored on it. That's the main hard drive of the machine. Everything's stored on that. If every user has access to the C drive, they have access to everything on the machine, which is bad. So we disabled that, so only authorized users have access to the C drive. There's also a hidden file called Don't Touch, which we believe was a malicious file share, which was sharing everything on the machine. So say I'm like external from the network, and I have access to this file share, and it's showing your entire everything on your machine. I now have access to everything on the machine. So we went ahead and disabled that. Here's a hidden file share. And moving on to software. The Windows machine was completely out of date, has not been updated in a while. So we went through and updated that because with new updates, you're gonna implement more security features. It's gonna be more stable, and the performance is gonna get also a boost. And then as well, your Notepad++, severely out of date. Like we talked before with the 4 security patches, easily hackable. Could got in, put malware, taken everything, which also makes it more secure and also it's more stable. The older versions are more likely to crash or freeze. There's also some new features and improvements, and also a number of bug fixes, so it's going to hopefully run better for you as well. And with compliance, it's against regulations to have anything but the most recent version of the software. So again, we updated Notepad++ to version 8.5.8, and then also PuTTY, severely out of date. When it went through and updated, fixed all the potential vulnerabilities that was in the old software. It's also going to be more stable, new features and improvements, get rid of bugs, and also compliance. Again, with regulations, you need to have the most up-to-date software for your company. And then also you had a backdoor running through Netcat, which Netcat is a type of malicious hacking software. And someone went in and made a hacking. They're trying to hack. They had a backdoor to your system, so they had access. However you got it. Maybe you downloaded a file and it had a backdoor attached to it. Maybe someone went through and downloaded this to another file. Of course, that's very not secure. That's super bad. Because now they have access to your machine through this backdoor. They can install more types of malware. They could even launch attacks from this machine to everything else in the company. They could take down everything. The backdoor is also going to make everything run slower on this machine. It's going to be really just bad. And with compliance, your company cannot have any known backdoors. You have to get rid of them. If it's known, you have to get rid of it. If it's not known, it's a 0-day attack. So you have to get rid of it. And then, of course, thank you for letting us do a full analysis of your systems. We appreciate that. We want to help you. And we're pretty confident that this analysis is going to help you because you guys had a backdoor you didn't know about. So, of course, if you have any more questions, please don't hesitate to ask. My team's here to help you in any way. Here's my super great signature. And also, I've attached in the footer the scoring report and also the README for the machine. And this concludes my incident report of the Windows Server machine for CPXVI second round of the AFA network.